Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Health Coach Impact, the show that highlights health coaches from all over, from all different walks of life. And in today's episode, I would love to introduce to you Bonnie Hoffman. She is an amazing health coach. She has a very different story in her background. And I'm just going to really jump right in there right here with Bonnie. And so, Bonnie, welcome to the show. I'm excited to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So, Bonnie, you became a health coach and then you kind of went into a different area and then you came back to health coaching. So, tell us, the audience and me included, what your story is, what got you into health coaching at the very beginning, and then a little bit of your story in the middle, and then where you are now. So what got you into health coaching at the very beginning?
Well, it was just discovering a healthy way of life, the foods that we eat and the supplements that we take, and started to heal a little bit of this and heal a little bit of that. But what actually got me to wanting to have a better life was my whole life I've dealt with depression. I am in recovery in a 12-step program, and I was actually suicidal at a very young age. So I've lived with the depression, the ups and the downs for most of my whole life. And sort of numbed that with alcohol and drugs, pills, throughout my life. And there just had to be an easier way. There had to be a happier way to live. So I started focusing on my foods, and I started to feel a little bit better and got clean. So then I got clean. And during that time, though, of going through everything I did, I was vacuuming the house one day. I get the best aha moments when I'm vacuuming. And, I heard this little voice that said, God, I didn't go through everything that I went through not to put it to some good use. Show me where I need to be. And health coaching came up, and that's the path that I followed. And since the health coaching, I've taken on and done a little deeper work with some lifestyle coaching. So that's exactly what I'm doing now, is lifestyle coaching. And I'm also with a company called Plexus, and they're a nutritional wellness company. And I have been on, this is one of the phases of life where I am on the medication for depression. However, through the Plexus, and this is only my story and nobody else to copy, is I've been able to cut back my usage of my antidepressants in half, working with my doctor, and we're going to hopefully within the next month be off of those. And it's all about gut. It's all about gut health and how 90% of your serotonin is created in your gut. And if you have a healthy gut, it only makes sense. So up to the point where I'm at today, where let me back up. Just a few years ago, I sort of got away from it, went into real estate coaching. But the person that I had become, that mother hen, never left me. And I may not have been health coaching my clients with their real estate, but I was there for them, asking them the questions, everything that I learned, how to interact with people and find out what they needed. I was able to ask them questions about where they wanted to go, where they wanted to be. It all just sort of just came into passing through the real estate. So I ended up coming back into health coaching as a lifestyle coach, and that's where I'm at today.
So I love your story, Bonnie, because it is so real to so many people out there. Depression, anxiety, all of those things are so tangibly real, but they're not an outward measure. You can't physically see it, but so many people are suffering from that and are looking for an alternative way to be able to handle it. And I love how your story is, because not only have you embraced what you're going through and you're working with your doctor on that, you're not going off on the deep end going, oh, I'm just going to take care of this all naturally. You are doing a combination of both, working with your doctor and learning at the same time. That is something that is so needed in today's society. I know with me, because I in the past I've suffered with autoimmune diseases,
Mm-hmm.
rheumatoid arthritis, to the point where I was on chemotherapy, and I too was on medications for it, at the same time dealing with different natural remedies and slowly getting myself off of the medications with the guidance of my doctor. And that is something that's so important. Sometimes when we get into this natural health field, we think that, oh, well, I'm doing this naturally, so I should be able to do it on my own, right?
Right.
And that's not reality, really. And a safe way to go about it is what you're doing, and you're living it, and you're having that step-by-step process, and you are having the hope involved because you have the support of your doctor. So you know that medically, allopathic medicine, you're covering that, and you are taking the holistic route, which you can feed your soul and feed your spirit at the same time, which in effect helps to feed your body. And as health coaches, these are things that we bring our coaching clients to and through also. And by being a health coach, we're able to fill in that gap also, where the practitioner, whether it's allopathic practitioners or holistic practitioners, they don't have the time. They don't have the time to be there, in that realm. And as health coaches, that's where we're at. And I'd love, if can you talk a little bit more about how that mother hen instinct is really coming to fruition in your business, and how you're able to support and empower your clients.
Oh, the mother hen. I don't know. I've been a mother hen my whole life, I feel. I do have a Facebook group that's called One Hell of a Happy Woman. And in there, I feel like the mama hen, I have little tips and tricks and just different things. And it's mostly for women who deal with depression, anxiety, stress, and grief. But anybody can join. It's a women's support group. And I see all of these lovely ladies as my children. I'm going to treat them as if they were my children. For instance, tonight, I'm going to be doing a live Facebook meditation to welcome in the autumn equinox. It's a time of the year with the weather and the such that we go into darkness. And so we'll be going a little bit into the darkness tonight and trying to get some aha moments. But I really want to do and help women and empower them as much as I can. And I believe that when I asked that question that one day, okay, God, show me where I need to be. How do I take this and turn it around? And that's how it was, just to empower women with my story, and do the best that I can, just to, bring some holistic healing into their life.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, Bonnie, going back to when you were in that dark space, and what brought you to looking at a more holistic path? What was that turning point for you?
Well, I just knew that for me, being on the medicine itself wasn't working just by itself. So I needed to bring in other modalities that was going to help me. I've got anxiety. What's going to help with that? I teach breathing practices. I'll be teaching that tonight in the meditation, how we can breathe, whether it's whether we breathe in our chest or we're breathing down in our bellies where we should be. It's that flight or fight syndrome that we have going on. So, I learned how to breathe, and I brought in yoga, and I've been real bad. I haven't been doing my yoga. But I believe that when I was really into yoga a few years ago, that's what allowed me, because yoga plays on your central nervous system. That's what allowed me at that point to get off any medicines that I was on. So just, whatever I can. And then with the foods that I ate foods that are high in omega-3, so that helps with depression, the fatty oils and such. It's great for the brain. So whatever I could find, I'm like a sponge, and I love to learn. So whatever I could find that was going to help me, and not everything helped me. The same way that everything that I teach or I coach with may not help you, but you're going to have some alternatives that you can choose from that will help you.
I love how you mentioned that, because so many people think that there is a cookie cutter boxed way to be able to do something. And when it comes to our, it's really our world, right? It's our entire being. There is no cookie cutter one way. This is
Absolutely.
it. This is gonna work for me. And how you're bringing in all of these different modalities and all of these different choices to solutions that may help someone. And as health coaches, that's what we do. We bring in the different modalities. We bring in different alternatives so people can have that, like, I like looking at it as a grocery store approach. And, because you go into
Oh,
a
I
grocery
love that.
store, you go into a grocery store, you don't buy everything, but, there are certain things that you'll buy here, and there's certain things you'll buy there. There's certain things that you're going to get at different seasons, so it's always going to ebb and flow and change. But knowing that you have this whole smorgasbord of choices in front of you, and finding that those perfect solutions for you at that time, because it's going to change, right? It's going to change in your life. And as health coaches, that's something that we also work with our clients in, is helping them with that ebb and flow, with that change. I love how you brought up that you're going to be doing that Facebook, meditation this evening, because of the autumn equinox. It's a very, if you really, really get into how everything around you affects you as a person, as a whole person, you see that the changes of the seasons does change you and such. So can you talk a little bit more about how you bring in those different things at these different seasons?
Bring in different what?
Like the different modalities, like what you're doing tonight, how you bring those in for the different seasons like you're doing right now.
Well, for tonight it's the autumn equinox, and like I said, we'll go into a little bit of darkness, what we may need to release, what we may have gleaned from our spring and summer that we planted, our seeds of growth, and I'm not talking vegetables, maybe what things that you may have manifested in your life. In the wintertime, it's all about hibernation and getting quiet, listening. The springtime is all about starting off with a detox and detoxing those thoughts, detoxing your body to get the soil ready to plant the seeds that you want to manifest over throughout the summer.
I agree. God's laws of seed time and harvest. It's cyclical. It all year round, and really, really honing into that and utilizing the power that's there and bringing that into our lives is it is empowering, and it's freeing at the same time. To know that we do have all these different modalities to be able to glean from and learn from at the same time, right?
Absolutely.
So now, when you said that you had gotten into real estate, so what was that switch for you? What switched you over into real estate, and then what switched you back into just going into more of the holistic world again?
Well, I love to reinvent myself, and I do that every few years. And you know what? That's okay. Whoever's listening, you can reinvent yourself. You're like Elizabeth Gilbert that says, what does she say? You're like the butterfly that goes from one, flower to another and drink from each one. It's okay. You do, it's just a lot of women. I speak mostly to women, so I'm gearing it towards women. But a lot of women think that, why can't I just sit down and figure out what I'm supposed to do and I'll just do it? Some of us aren't geared that way. They're just not geared that way. So finding that I was addicted to HGTV and watching these people selling their homes and going through, and I'm like, hey, that looks like fun. So that's something I still dabble with on the side. It's been 3 years. It has been so much fun to do. I have met some amazing people, and I seem to have attracted the millennials to me, the first time home buyers. So I think the universe knew that I was kind of like the mother hen, so that's who I attracted, that I would sell houses to. So, but I'll tell you, it was really, really fun thing for me to do. I still dabble in it in a little bit. I got back to the into lifestyle coaching because, once again, when I realized not only did I get away from health coaching, but I started to get away from a lot of these modalities that had saved my life. So I started to get back into them. And when I started to see the change again, I can be bullheaded. When I see the change again, I realized, you know what, this is where I need to be. And I need to go back to sharing so that I can help even more people, not just selling houses. There's a lot of great realtors out there, but in supporting people on a deeper level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I honor the fact that you are saying that it's okay to do different things in your life. I always like to look at it. It's our life's work. It's about who we are as a person and exploring and playing and, creating and crafting our life. And you use all of those different experiences to build on your
Mm-hmm.
life's work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
So, and I hear that a lot from health coaches. Oh, I just got to figure out what it is that I'm going to be doing, right? Because I do business coaching also. And I hear that from so many health coaches, is like, I just got to figure it out. It's like, no, you don't. You don't
Right.
have to
Right.
figure it out. You live it, you breathe it, and if God takes you into a different path, that's okay too, because you're going to be utilizing those experiences and the experiences that you lived with, Bonnie. Being in real estate, it brought you into a completely different path of feeling, knowing that mother hen instinct and, attracting these millennials and
Mm-hmm.
being there for them. And then now you're able to bring it into even more of a full capacity because you did have that experience, because you were in that atmosphere and in that. I know real estate's a completely different world. I used to be a mortgage loan officer. So, it's a completely different world than what we do as, holistic health coaches. But utilizing those experiences to really enrich and enlighten, our clients, and be able to be there in a different capacity for them that we wouldn't have been able to if we didn't have those experiences in our past.
Right. And to go back what you were talking about your business coaching clients wanting to know, what do I do? And let's just follow this straight path. I never thought in a million years that my focus would be on women who suffered from depression, anxiety, all those kind of things, because I was in the closet for so many years. And do you know how freeing it is to come out of that depression closet and to talk about that? Yes, the stigma of it is going away. But when you come out and talk about it and share about it and try to find these different modalities that will help you in a loving, nurturing environment, just again, there you go. There's some other hen, but so much of that can change, your life.
Yes, absolutely. So you have a program that you are working on right now. And so tell us a little bit about that program and what it all entails.
It's a very new program. It's a 12-week a lighter life program, and we start out with. And here you will do a little. We will hone in and figure out what it is you want to do. But that doesn't mean you can't try out it and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We start out with a discovery session to find out who you are. Where is it that you want to be and what may stop in you. We go into some mindset. We go, and then partway through the middle weeks, we're really into what it is that you want to do and how to get there. Lifestyle, your lifestyle choices, your beliefs, what are maybe some beliefs that are holding you back, what can you release? And this goes all the way up to spirituality and service. We end that at the 12 weeks with spirituality. So, and like I said, it's a brand new program that I am so very excited to roll out.
That's exciting. That's really, really exciting. So when are you going to be starting this program, Bonnie?
The program is going to launch on October 1st.
Oh, perfect. So just in the next week, right?
Right.
So
as soon as I get back from vacation.
Right. So it's perfect timing. And for those that are listening after the program started, or even during the program, your group that you host on Facebook, they're able to come and join that. So how would they find you on there?
Absolutely. On Facebook, it's One Helluva Happy Woman. Woman support I have in there, so it's easier to find. My website isn't up yet. I'm working on that. Like I said, I love to learn. So I'm trying to figure out, can I do this before I have to pay somebody to do this? So, but that's going to be onehelluvahappywoman.com. And that's the other way that you can find me. Yeah.
Okay. So is there an email address that we can plug in there just in case somebody wants to email you?
Sure. It is bonnie.hhc, holistic health coach, at me.com.
Okay, so we'll make sure that we have all of that in the show notes. So we'll have your group that you host on Facebook. We'll have that on there, and we'll have your email address on there, and then any other contact information that you want to give us. I'll put
the Plexus website will be on there too if they want to learn some more information in regards to the supplement company that I'm with.
Right. Absolutely. That is wonderful. It's like there's so many different network marketing companies that have amazing products, and I know Plexus is one of them. There's a lot of health coaches that have teamed up with that company and have done amazing. And I know that a lot of their supplementations have helped a lot of different people. So if you want more information about that, make sure that you contact Bonnie on that. This is for our listening and our viewing audience. So if you want more information about that, and I do recommend, if you're, as a health coach, if you're looking for another source of income, because Health Coach Impact is all about helping health coaches create more income and impact. So if you are looking for, another source of revenue, of income, finding a really good network marketing company that aligns with who you are and what lines up with your message, I really encourage you to look at that and not be standoffish and push it off as oh, I don't want to do that. Really open up your mind, because what this is all about, it's all about relationships. And if you get with a really good sponsor, and you get with a really good group of people that you can relate to, that's what it's all about. It's all about relationships. And if you've had a stigma against that, I can guarantee you it's not about the company, but it's about the relationship that you had with someone within that company, or within that, that realm. So I really encourage anyone that is looking for a different, avenue of income to really search out different network marketing companies, talk to the different health coaches that are working with them, and, you know, really reach out and, you know, make that decision for yourself if that works with your health coaching business and such. So
I love what you said about building the relationships. I was on the products for 1 week. Then I became an ambassador. I saw results and loved it within 1 week. But yeah, check them out. Find out what you're going to be passionate about. I am so passionate about Plexus that I don't sell. I just tell you stories, show you testimonials, and look at myself. And if it's for you, fine. And if it's not, we had a great conversation.
Exactly. And you will find representatives that are just like Bonnie, and that are just genuinely passionate and genuinely see results, and they want to share that. So I would very, very highly recommend for any health coach or anyone that's listening to this that may not, you know, may have that stigma against network marketing companies, just be very open-minded, because there's a wealth of information and knowledge and just genuine of being genuine, really. You, it, like I always say, it's about the relationship.
Right.
So if you can find someone that you can build a relationship with and know that they are really interested and involved in you and want to see what's the best for you, then, you know, explore it a little bit more. It's only exploring. So, well, Bonnie, I really enjoyed the time that we had together, and I really thank you for being on the show. We'll make sure that we have all of your contact information below for all of those that are listening or viewing this. So we have this up on YouTube. We're going to have it on our Facebook page, our Facebook fan page, which is Health Coach Impact. And I also share this on my LinkedIn account, Michelle Landry at LinkedIn. And if you want more information about health coaching, both Bonnie and I graduated from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and it's a wonderful health coach school. And if you want any information on that, there'll be a link in the show notes below also, so you can experience a free class from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. Or if you just want to ask a question, you can always email me.
Or email me.
Yes, or email Bonnie. So you can email at healthcoachimpact@gmail.com. And if you want to get Bonnie's information and haven't been able to find it or get it, which you should be able to because you'll be looking at the show notes, you can always email healthcoachimpact@gmail.com, and I'll get you hooked up right away with Bonnie also. So thank you again, Bonnie, for your time. And for all of our listeners and our viewers out there, thank you so much for being a part of this episode again, and we will look forward to bringing you the next episode soon. Have an amazing day, everyone.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. Peace and pumpkins, everyone.
Yes, thanks, Bonnie.
You're welcome.